QDN, Queenslanders with Disability Network. Nothing about us without us. QDN News, June 2022, Week 3. QDN acknowledges the traditional owners of the land that they meet on and pay their respect to elders both past, present and future.
Welcome to this edition of QDN's eNews. This is Troy Wolski. I'm the QDeNgage lead. Here to tell you about some recent things that have been happening in the QDN world. First, I'd just like to acknowledge I'm sitting on the lands of the Turrbal and Yagara people, and I'd like to thank them for looking after the land so well for us for so many years. We all know that we've just had a recent election. We've also had the NDIS Minister, Bill Shorten, recently announced. Labor went to the election with a 6-point plan to fix the NDIS. We'll be working closely with the federal government around that plan and ensuring that the NDIS does meet the needs for all people with disability. Based on feedback from the membership, we've recently held a taxi forum, brought together a whole bunch of stakeholders from government, the Taxi Council, and many of our members contributed to a great discussion. Lots of feedback was provided, lots of fantastic contributions. That information is now being collated into a report that will be sent to government and the Taxi Council to lobby for change. It was a fantastic event. Thank you to all the members that contributed. It certainly was well attended and well done for your efforts. Recently, QDN held a 2032 Visioning Forum, which is around considering what the future needs to look like as we head towards 2032 in Brisbane and the opportunities that come out of the Olympics and the Paralympics that will be held on our shores. Again, excellent discussion. Many members participated. Lots of useful thoughts came out. Lots of strategic, tactical conversations were held. Again, that information will be tabled in a report, and we'll be working alongside the Olympic Organising Committee to make sure that that information and the voices of our members are well heard. QDN hosts peer support groups all across the state. This is a really important piece of our work. Get involved, get your voice heard, be connected with other members. Those peer support groups are a fantastic way to be part of a grassroots campaign at a local level. If you want to know where your local group meets, have a look at the details below. A quick update about QDeNgage. It's been a big year. We've successfully completed just over 70 engagements with 36 different stakeholders and engaged our QDeNgage consultants just over 1,000 times. So it's been huge. We've done a lot. We've just sent out some surveys to our customers to ask them how we did this year to make sure that we're doing a good job, see what we can improve on, those kind of things. And we've also asked the same of our QDeNgage consultants to ask, are we doing a good job? Are we meeting the needs of our consultants in an appropriate way? We have also asked the consultants to tell us about services that they struggle to engage with, which businesses, policies, platforms, etc., that infrastructure that we think we should be targeting in the new financial year moving forward. So if you're one of those QDeNgage consultants, fill that out, give us some feedback. We look forward to reviewing that in early July 2022 and starting to implement some of the ideas that come through. Queensland Health have developed some fact sheets in response to the recent announcement that flu vaccines will be available to all Queenslanders. The information you'll be able to find below. Basically, it's an opportunity for a free vaccine. All you got to do is go along, get jabbed, and stay well, stay healthy this winter. Lots of things have been going on in the policy world with QDN. We've been bringing together a consultative submission around the Disability Royal Commission that's been making headlines in the media lately. If you wish to make an individual submission, you can do so up until the 30th of June 2022. So get in quick. Otherwise, QDN will be making a submission by the deadline of the 31st of December this year. The work is currently undergoing. Okay, in the mental health space, a recent report has come out that was tabled to Parliament through the Mental Health Select Committee in June of 2022. There's 57 recommendations in there to improve the mental health for Queenslanders. If you want to read the full report, the details are below. In transport, stage 2 of the reforms of the Disability Standards for Accessible Public Transport consultation is currently underway. The Department of Transport has provided a recent submission. QDN is currently working on its submission, and it will be submitted shortly to the Department of Infrastructure federally. You can also submit your own submission, should you choose to, via details as listed below. In the criminal justice world, Valid have released a justice project film. The links to the video are below. It's around people with intellectual disability, especially First Nations people who are overrepresented in all areas of Australia's criminal justice system. If you want to watch it, details below. In the employment world, there's a recent article in The Conversation about the importance and benefits of hiring people with intellectual disability. The research made many recommendations about things that should change with employers. If you want to read more about it, have a look below. In the health space, La Trobe University have recently completed some research into hospital discharge challenges around people with disability. It highlighted there's 2 key problems. 1, around securing housing, and 2, around having appropriate supports upon discharge. Through that research, they intend to lobby for change. If you want to know more about the research, have a look at the links below. If you've got a good relationship with your support worker, the NDIS has recently provided some resources to upskill your support workers through a professional network. It's available to support workers Australia-wide. There's a portal that they can log into through a registration form. Details are below. Some recent research was commissioned by the World Health Organization and UNICEF around the use of assistive technology. It's a global report that estimates 1 in 3 of us will need assistive technology throughout our lives. It talks about all sorts of interesting recommendations around improving access and usage of assistive tech. The links for that are below in an article in The Conversation. The NDIS Quality and Safeguards Commission has released its quarterly activity report from the 1st of January through to the 31st of March 22. It's looking at a whole range of key data around the NDIS, who's using it, how many providers, what's occurred, what reportable incidences there were, etc., etc. All the information is available in the report. You can see the full report below. And that concludes QDN's eNews this week. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all looking after each other. Hope you're all connecting. We'll talk soon. Thanks a lot.
For more QDN resources on COVID-19, head to www.qdn.org.au. If there are any issues you want discussed, please contact us, either by email qdn@qdn.org.au or by phone 1300 363 783.